Welcome to the Tile Club. We have the biggest collection of pool tiles online, and we're going to walk you through how to install them in this step-by-step tutorial. We'll show you how to tile a gorgeous pool with Tile Club's Dolphin Bay Blue and White mixed glass mosaic tile to turn your yard into an oasis. You want to start with a clean, level, and waterproof substrate before applying any tile. Let's start with step 1. Before installing any tiles, you should lay them out on a smooth, dry surface to confirm you like the look and placement. It's important to keep in mind that many mosaic tiles come with paper covering the front. The visible side is actually the back, and the ridges are meant to be installed down onto the thin set, providing the most secure bond between your tile and your base. This is ideal for submerged areas like your pool. Don't worry. The paper peels off easily once the tiles are installed. It's time to start spreading out your thin set. We used Laticrete glass tile adhesive, which is the ideal mortar for glass swimming pool tiles. You want to spread out enough thin set to cover a small area only, to keep it from setting before you've had a chance to install all of your tile sheets. Spread out enough adhesive to fully cover the area you're working on. You'll fill in any gaps or spaces in step 3. Once the thin set is spread, you want to smooth it out before installing your tiles. Use the grooved side of your trowel, comb out the thin set into a consistent layer, then use the flat side with a light press to even out the ridges and provide a consistent bond. Now it's time to start laying out your tile. Keep the paper-covered side facing you, installing the ridge side down onto the layer of thin set. Lightly place each sheet onto the substrate, then use a flat board or the flat side of your trowel to press the full sheet into the adhesive. Go back over 3 to 5 sheets at a time, lightly tapping with a mallet or wrapped piece of wood. This will help make sure that each mosaic piece adheres to the thin set. Give each sheet about 15 to 20 minutes to dry before you prepare to remove the paper. Soak a clean sponge in water, squeezing out enough to leave it wet but not dripping. You want to wet through the sheet of paper without soaking into the thin set. Once the paper is fully wet, you can start to peel it off. Test out a corner of the paper. If it doesn't easily peel away, give it another pass with the sponge. If any mosaic pieces peel off with the paper, you can replace the paper covering and lightly tap on the sheet to create a stronger bond with the tile and mortar. Sometimes only 1 or 2 pieces will stick to the paper. You can remove them from the paper and insert them in the gaps of the mosaic pattern. That's why you want the thin set to still be slightly wet when you peel off the paper. You can use grout spacers if you want to make sure they're perfectly even once you set them in place. Once all the paper is removed, leave the thin set to fully cure before you grout, at least 48 hours. When you start to apply grout, you want to work in sections you can cover in about 10 minutes at a time. Once you finish grouting the tiles, don't dive in just yet. You want to allow around 14 days for the grout to fully cure before you apply a penetrating sealer. This helps keep the grout fresh and cuts down on maintenance. Follow the instructions on your sealer before you start to fill the pool with water. That's it. Start pumping in water and prepare to enjoy your backyard oasis with your gorgeous new tiled pool. Looking for the perfect designs to set off your yard? Check out the Tile Club's collection of gorgeous pool tiles for more beautiful options.